everyone. My name is Vivek Srivastava and I am from ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. In previous video on DBMS, I have discussed about the introduction of database management system by explaining the difference between data and information. I have talked about traditional file system and what are the drawbacks and limitations associated with traditional file system. What is the importance of database management system, and in this lecture, I welcome you all and I will discuss the fundamentals of database concept, focusing on data models and their types. So in this lecture, I will discuss data models, importance of data models, types of data models, hierarchical models, network model, relational model, object-oriented model, object relational model. And I will explain each and every data model by giving the examples also. So basically, a data model is a collection of concepts used to represent the structure of a database in a simple way. It provides a way to describe the design of the database at physical, logical, and view levels. Key components of data model include data, data relationships, data semantics, and data constraints. These are the key components. Now, importance of data model. These are the importance of data model. Data models are important because they provide a simple and graphical representation of data, serve as communication tools between developers and stakeholders, facilitate good database design, organize data and hide complexity, improve understanding of the organization. So this is the advantages associated with data models. Now, types of data model. There are various types of data models such as record-based models, which is known as hierarchical, network, and relational model. Then object-based models like object-oriented and object-relational. In this particular video, in this slide, I will explain hierarchical model. Hierarchical model, basically, it is a collection, it is a data model in which the data is arranged in a hierarchical tree. And this is the example of college management system by which you can get the idea. The hierarchical model organizes data in a tree structure with the root node at the top. Data is stored in the records, which are collections of the field. This model supports one-to-many relationships, and it is suitable for systems like college management system, where we have to follow the hierarchy at different levels. So this model is very suitable for that purpose only. Now, network model. The network model replaces hierarchical tree with a graph, allowing many-to-many relationships. In network model, it uses a circular linked list to implement the graph, and a child node can have multiple parent records. For example, in college student record, relationship can be represented as courses offered by a teacher, as you see in the given diagram. Courses offered by a teacher, courses attended by a student, students taught by a faculty member, and this kind of relation is known as network model. Some popular network databases are integrated data store, IDS, then integrated database management system, that is IDBMS, RDM, Turbo Image, Univac DMS 1100. So these are some important data models, which is known as network data model. Now let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of network model. If I talk about advantages, then conceptual simplicity, capability to handle more relationship types, ease of data access, data integrity. These are the advantages associated with network model. But if I talk about drawbacks or limitations associated with network model, then implementation complexity is a very big issue related with network model. Absence of structural independence, and any change like updation, deletion, insertion is very complex. So these are the limitations associated with network model. Now, next data model is relational data model. This model is very important and very popular in the field of DBMS. It is based on mathematical concept called a relation, which represent data as table with rows and columns. Each rows known as tuple represent an entity instance, and each column represent an attribute. This model is implemented using Relational Database Management System or RDBMS. By this way, we can store the data. As you can see that there is a relation. The name of the relation is student relation, and we have several entries like student ID, student name, student age. So student ID, student name, student age, these are the columns, and it is also called as attributes. And for example, if you consider first column like student ID 101, name John, and age 23, it is considered as a tuple. So we can store the data in the form of row and column. Some popular we can see with the help of example also like a relation and attribute. So as you can see in the table, we have relation student, course, teacher, teacher, course, course, student, and these are the attributes. As I told earlier, student have attributes like student ID, student name, student age. Similarly, if I talk about student course, which is the last entry in the table, student course consider student ID and course ID. So in this way, we can store the data. We have some advantages and limitations of relational model as well. So if I talk about advantages, so this relational data model is very popular, and it have structural independence, tabular view, which improves conceptual simplicity, ad hoc query capability, isolates the end user from physical level details, improves implementation and management simplicity, and focuses on logical design, which is very important. Uh, but it has some limitations also. And if I talk about limitations, the relational data model requires hardware and system software overhead. This is a very big issue related with this. Promote information problem, that is information island phenomenon. Few relational databases have limits on the length of the field. This is also a very big issue related with RDBMS. Some popular RDBMS are Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, SQLite, Microsoft Azure. You can see in the particular slide. These are some popular RDBMS. Now, next is object-oriented data model, and it is also a very popular model and very useful in the field of DBMS. The object-oriented data model represents data using classes and object. A class defines both attribute and behavior of the entity, while objects are instances of the class. It is represented using unified modeling language UML class diagram, and works well with object-oriented programming languages such as Python, Java, and C++. So this is very popular object-oriented data model, and some programming language which support object-oriented data model is Microsoft.NET, Java, and Python. It has also some advantages and disadvantages. If I talk about advantages, so object-oriented data model is capable to handle large number of different data types. Object-oriented programming with database technology. Semantic content is added, and object-oriented features improves productivity. This is very important features associated with object-oriented data model. But it has also some limitations like difficult to maintain, not suited for all applications. It is only suited for object-oriented kind of applications. Object relational data model. Next is object relational data model, which combines the advantages of relational databases and object-oriented programming. So it is very powerful approach to handle the data model. Relational database systems are enhanced with object infrastructure. For example, a popular object relational database system like PostgreSQL is very known and very useful in the field of computer science. And it has also some limitations, and it is very useful, but it has also some limitation. If I talk about advantages, then complex data sets can be saved and retrieved quickly and easily, works well with object oriented programming languages, but it is not good for object databases, are not widely adoptable, and high complexity can cause performance problems. High system overheads slows the speed of the transaction in order to retrieve the retrieve any value. So these are some important data models. Now let's review some questions what we have learned today. These are some popular questions. What are the three types of data models? What are the disadvantages of data model? Advantages also important, but limitations is very useful in examination. What are the limitations of hierarchical data model? Compare the network data model with hierarchical data model. Compare the network model with relational model in terms of ease of learning and of use. So if you want to further study or further reading, I recommend you to two most popular books of DBMS, that is Korth and Nawathe, and these books are very popular in the field of DBMS. Now, thank you for your attention. I hope this session provided you with a clear understanding of data models with and their types. And in further lectures, I will explain the new things which will cover the upcoming syllabus. Thank you for watching this video.